You're watching DD India News Hour. I'm Prasar Bharati. India's benchmark indices hit fresh all-time highs for the second consecutive session on Thursday as strong global cues, easing bond yields and weaker dollar added enough fodder for the rally. The BSE Sensex opened in green with 194.55 points, up at 72,232.98, expecting the positive trend to continue for the day, while Nifty opened 58.05 points at 21,712.8. Meanwhile, as the benchmark indices, including the Sensex and the Nifty, continue to hit new highs, India has now emerged as star stock market, surpassing the $4 trillion mark. Moving ahead amid global headwinds, including rate hikes and geopolitical unrest in several global pockets, Indian equities outperformed the top 10 global markets in terms of gains so far this year. India, which presently is the fifth largest economy, stayed firm as valuable stock market with a capitalization of $4.16 trillion, clocking a 24.8% surge over the previous year, the sharpest rise since 2021 and highest among other global markets. Well, DD India correspondent Ajay Mishra joins us live for more details. Ajay, could you tell us the key factors that have contributed to India's stock market?
Well, I think it has been a splendid year for the Indian stock market. You have seen that Sensex and Nifty breaching new highs yesterday also and today's trade also. The basic factors behind this fantastic move is the strong fundamentals which the investors believe is going to continue for the next year also. We have seen that many of the several rating agencies have improved their forecast for the Indian economy for this year as well as for the next year to almost 7%. We have the Indian economy have posted a splendid growth of 7.8% in the first quarter, followed by 7.6% in the second quarter, which makes very comfortable for the investors to come and invest in India. Secondly, there is a strong commitment for the fiscal discipline. Government time and again have reiterated to achieve the fiscal deficit targets. Current account deficit is also below 1% as per the latest RBI data. The financials and banking stocks are buzzing at this point in time because of the strong balance sheet of the banks and the performance of the net NPAs, which has come below 1%, which is a huge success as far as the financial sector is concerned. So on one hand, where we are witnessing a Great Depression kind of situation in US. The Indian markets are,
flourishing.
They are flourishing, absolutely.
Definitely. Ajay, now, have there been any recent policy changes or government initiatives that have positively impacted the stock market?
I think it is a focus on the manufacturing, which is the key element, which is pushing the FIIs and DIIs, both the domestic investors as well as the foreign investors, to come into the stock market. And for the third year in a row, the domestic investors have surpassed the investment from the FIIs and FPIs. So this is very healthy sign that more and more people from the domestic economy are coming to the stock markets. There are new age workforce which is coming to invest in the stock market and gaining benefits out of that.
Indeed.
SIP mutual funds are at all-time high. We have seen that the capex, the capital expenditure by the government is a huge push for the infrastructure spending, and no matter, we have surprisingly we have seen the great move in the infrastructure stocks, especially defense and railways.
All right.
So to understand the policies are playing a great
role. All right, Ajay.
Yes.
Now, very quickly, looking ahead, what are the projections or expectations for India's stock market in the coming years?
So I think 2014 is again going to be a great year as per the experts, because there are very few bright spots in the global markets. The bond yield, as you've just told, are declining. There are pressures in the eurozone. The economies in the eurozone, especially the Germany and Japan, is going to shrink from here onwards. India is obviously the bright spot when it comes to the performance of the economy, and that's why we can expect some kind of bright spots going forward again, and investors are several reasons to bet on Indian economy and Indian stock markets.
All right, we leave it there. Thank you so much, Ajay, for joining in.